it's Tracy and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to teach you this holiday makeup look. This is a great party, you know, whether you want to do it for the holidays, for New Year's Eve, but just really focusing obviously on this big old bold red lip. So if you're new to my channel, hello, I'm Tracy and I put out brand new fitness, wellness, and lifestyle videos. So thank you for being here. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a video. And for everyone, it would be so great if you look for the little bell icon and make sure you click on that. That's going to give you notifications so that you know every single time I have a video go live. So let's get into this holiday makeup look. Waiting for the siren to pass. This is what happens when you live in New York City. There's always some siren. Okay, so my skin is already cleansed and moisturized and I have on zero makeup here. I actually think it's funny. Sometimes I get haters. It happens that tell me, you're actually wearing makeup. No, girl, I'm not wearing makeup. It's actually just lighting. Good natural lighting will make you look lovely. First thing I'm going to do, because we're gonna put the focus on the lips, is put on some of my Laneige lip mask. So the reason why we wanna do this is, you know, soft, moisturized lips so that you don't get those winter crusties when you are, you know, doing your lips. Okay, and then for the skin, I'm gonna mix a few things. So I'm gonna actually use a primer. Now, I don't use a primer every day, but this is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi. So I'm gonna put a little pump of that. Do you wanna shake it up? I'm gonna put a little bit of the Tarte BB tinted, what is it? Primer on, but that's kind of, it's basically like a tinted moisturizer, essentially. And it's funny, lately, I can't get it out. Lately, I don't use like a tinted moisturizer on my skin all the time, but you know, this is like a going out look, so I might. So I just kind of put these together like that. So, and then I'm gonna just use my finger, blend them up, and then use my beauty blender here, kind of just dab this on my face really carelessly, because we're gonna use the beauty blender to make it nice. So, voila, here we go. So I'm just, you know, patting this in all over. Why I love the L'Oreal Magic Lumi, because it gives you sort of a luminosity. It gives you a little bit of a glow, which is nice, especially for this look, because it's holiday and we want to look pretty and glowy and perfect. So there's that. It actually snowed in New York today. It's kind of gorge. Okay, so that's it. I mean, pretty simple, straightforward. I'm not changing the color of my skin or anything. It's just to even it out just a little bit. Okay, then this is kind of boring, but I'm gonna use the same concealer I've been using, which I think is the most amazing concealer. It is the Photo Focus Concealer from Wet n Wild. This stuff is freaking gold. It's like $3, and I think the formulation is absolutely incredible. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually come in a little closer because I know you guys tell me, I can't see you. So here we are, close up. I put it down here. Now, YouTubers put tons of concealer. That's great when you're 25. When you're not, do it like me. So just kind of in the corners here. I always go around my nose, kind of make a little triangle with a whisker. And the reason why I do that is there's always discoloration around your nose, okay? I just put a little bit in here. I put a little bit right here. And then anywhere if I have any little discoloration, I get a little, this side of my face, I don't know why. I think I have a little sunspot there. And then any pimples that I have, which I do have one right here. It's almost past, but that's it, okay? So seriously, you don't need to load up your concealer. If you're 25 and you have zero wrinkles, great. But if you're not, like me, keep it light, okay? Same deal, beauty blender, and just go all the way through. I always do my eyelids too. I take the extra and I just put it on top. All we're doing is getting like a nice, you know, pretty, even, natural looking skin, okay? So that people are like, oh my God, are you wearing makeup? And you can be like, yeah, I totally am. I just know how to apply it. Okay, that's it. Voila, in the center here. And then cover the old zit. Now it's funny, you know, we all get pimples, so I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my God, I can't have any pimples showing on my face. I know that might seem weird, but I honestly don't care. Like, if you might be able to see that a little bit, it's like, it's called, you know, we're all human beings. Okay, so I'm gonna just set that with a little bit of powder. Also, another thing, you know, when you're older, you don't wanna use like 80 pounds of powder because it's going to make you look old, okay? So I use very, very little with a damp beauty blender, and that is just so that it is set, okay? So that you don't get creases. I mean, you can get creases under your eyes when you're like 20. I used to. When you powder it, it will make your skin better. You won't get those creases, okay? So anywhere I put the concealer is where I'm powdering. I always get greasy in the middle of my forehead. I don't know why. Okay, so that's it. So the skin is done. Now for the next step, we're gonna bronze up the skin using, I've used this before in a video. This is the Wet n Wild Call Me Maple, and it's, is it Wet n Wild? Yes, it is. And it is just a toner stick. I've had it so long, not a toner, a contour stick. I've used it so long, it's actually completely, like, you can't even see what it is. So I will try and find it and I'll mark it underneath. I like this. I don't do like a proper contour with it, so you'll see. So I do here, right? So I look crazy, but because I don't have any bronzer right now, I also am gonna do some little dots here. So it's super gorgeous, right? And then I'm gonna do 2 little lines on the forehead. We're gonna blend all this, so don't worry. And I'm really using this as bronzer, so I'm not contouring, but I'm just putting a little bit in the middle of my nose just to warm up my face. I do a little bit here as well, okay? So yeah, looking good, right? Don't worry, we're gonna blend the crap out of this. So what's most important if you're using like a cream product like this is to blend, 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 blend. Okay, all the way, especially those of us like me with blonde hair, whether it's real or natural, I mean natural or fake. We wanna make sure that we get it all the way in to the hairline. This doesn't look like it's blending. What's happening here? Okay, hang on. So blend, blend, blend. Okay, so the contour slash bronzer, it's done. That's it. We're just kind of, you know, warming up the outside edges of the face here and keeping the middle basically light. I did put a little bit on my nose, okay? Let's go into the brows, easy peasy. So this is the Anastasia Brow Definer. This is new actually for me. I like it because it's bigger. So it's actually just easier to use. I feel like it just, I don't know, I just feel like it's easier. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And just fill in any areas that might be a little bit on the sparse side. Let's come in a little closer. Yep, up close and personal, guys. So I'm not getting crazy with this, just light strokes, extending the edge just a wee bit here, okay? And do the same thing on the other side. And then you always wanna just brush it up. This is great because it gives you that sort of like wispy brow look, but also it blends it in. So that's that. And then the last step with the brows is making sure that it stays put. So I'm using the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is so funny. So this is in color 1. I bought this actually at Sephora the first time in California, and I accidentally got the wrong color and it was like black. It was like, whoa. So yeah, get the right color for your eyebrows. And all I'm doing here is just giving it like that feathery brow look, which really works for me because I don't have the best eyebrows, and I also, lucky me, am starting to get gray eyebrow hairs, which is really annoying. So it just kind of gives it a little color. See, keeps it in place. No big deal. So that's all like the prep of the face. So we're gonna go into the eyes next. Again, the focus here is really the lips, so I'm gonna keep it really, really simple. This is the CoverGirl, what is it called? True Naked Goldens, okay? I really love this palette. I think it's just really wearable, beautiful colors. So I'm gonna actually use my fingers for this, just make life easier. So I'm gonna take this sort of like champagne color right here, and I'm gonna just give that a wash over my eyes, my eyelid specifically. So it's just a nice, pretty golden color. I feel like colors like this, with this kind of consistency, using your finger is just a lot easier, okay? Whoa, are we in close, all right? So don't say I don't love you. I'm bringing you in nice and close. I hope that this lighting stays. I don't have anything on but the natural lighting, so if it gets weird, it's just because it's a snowy day. Okay, so you see it's just this lovely color. Now the only thing that I don't really love about this shadow is I feel like it doesn't last very long. That's the one problem with it, okay? Then I actually am gonna use a brush for the next color. So I'm going to take this sort of brown, kind of cocoa-y bronze. It's funny, it looks very brown on camera, but I'm gonna use this color in my crease, okay? So just blow on it so you don't get it all over your face. And just, ooh, whoa, that was a mistake, sorry. But no big deal, we can fix mistakes. That's amazing. It's so easy to fix a mistake. So I actually had too much on here, so that's okay. Just use another brush and just sweep it around, okay? You could use your fingers. Okay, just creating definition there with that other brush just to blend it out. Okay, make sure both are blended, no harsh edges, nothing weird. Okay, and then I'm gonna just go back with that same first color, that champagne color, with my finger again, just on my eyelids. Okay, just to give it an extra little bit of zhuzh here, okay? Very basic, standard, lovely, no big deal, okay? Okay, so next up, we're gonna keep the eyes like that for now. I might add a little bit more, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna just curl the lashes, so curling and mascara. Okay, so my mascara is done. I did top and bottom. Now I'm gonna actually do the lips and then we'll finish up with the eyes and highlight and blush or anything like that. So first thing I do, very technical, kiss my arm to get rid of any of the lip mask that needs to come off. So next up is a Rimmel lip liner. This is the Exaggerate. I think Rimmel is such a good drugstore lip liner. They're great. And this is in the color Call Me Crazy. So it is a great sort of really like an orangey red. So I'm gonna just line the crapola out of my lips here. So overline just a little bit, can't talk and do it. Okay, so this looks gorgeous, right? Now I'm gonna fill this all in, so the entire lip gets filled in. Such a beautiful color. Little trick in the winter, use body scrub, like a gentle body scrub on your lips so that you don't get dry, flaky, gross lips. And then your lipstick will always go on nice and smooth. You're welcome. You don't need to purchase a lip scrub. Just use anything you would use on your face, on your lips, just don't eat it. I mean, hello. It's such a good color, right? I might leave that, I'm not sure. I have another lip color, but I love this. I just think it's so pretty, it's so retro. I mean, there's really very little else that I will do here besides highlight my skin a little bit and put some blush on. So let's do a little bit of blush. This is, I think this is like a limited edition, I'm not really sure. This is from Tarte. I feel like something's on my lip. What's on my lip? Nothing. This is called Partay, and it's literally spelled like P-A-A-R-T-Y. So just using a brush like this, and just a little bit of blush. I always like doing the lips first. This is a great tip for you so that you don't put on too much, okay? because you already have so much color from the lips, which are so vibrant here, right? Just make sure it's nice and easy. Then I'm gonna go back in with the palette here, and I want to use this sort of smoky brown, and then we're gonna go over it with the champagne just to make sure it's nice and light. So for that, what I'm going to use is sort of a shorty brush like this. I always, you know, obviously I'm not a makeup artist, so I keep my brushes clean, but I always kind of just put it on my wrist just to make sure that there's not any darker colors than what I really want on the brush. Just a little tip for you. Give it a little tap. Let's see if I can do this. Can she do it? Let's see. So just smoking out underneath the eye a little bit, okay? Nothing too crazy. It's reading extremely dark. I promise it's not. Okay. And then I'm gonna just do a little bit of that on the lid as well. Just in like the outer like third, okay? No big deal. And then, you know, if it feels like it's too dark, you can just use a clean brush, just kind of blend it a little bit so that you kind of smudge it out a little bit, smoke it just slightly. So we really want the focus to be on the, you know what I'm trying to say here. And I keep cleaning it on my hand, okay? So I'm just kind of blending and then cleaning and blending and cleaning. This is just what I do. No one ever taught me to do this. It just helps me. And then we're gonna go in with that champagne color. So same brush, this little kind of smallish guy. And I'm gonna just put that sort of over it to lighten it up a bit. Okay, and also just give it a little bit of shimmer. Love a good shimmer. Only on the bottom are we gonna do this little bit of shimmer. Okay, and then now we come to the fun part. My favorite part is the highlighting on the face. I just love it. This is truly, truly my favorite. So, using that same brush, okay, this is a brush that has two ends, just making sure that it's nice and clean. On the back of my hand here, I'm gonna use my NYX Away We Glow. I forget what color this is, but it's my fave. Daytime Halo, amazing. And I use kind of a lot of this. I love this stuff. This stuff is like liquid gold. I don't know if you can see it. It's on my hand here, okay? And I am going to go underneath my brow. So just underneath a little bit so it just catches the light, okay? And then I always use my finger just to blend it a little bit, okay? The reason why we do that, we, again, don't want any harsh lines, which this stuff I've found actually can give you a harsh highlight line, which is weird, but it can, okay? So that's nice and clear there. Inner corners of the eye, just lightening things up, nice and bright. Try not to poke your eye out like I just did. Adding some light there. I go on the bridge of my nose. Okay, and then I always just use my finger to make sure it's blended. And then my favorite part is on the cheekbones. This stuff is incredible. Look at that highlight. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, so it's just, it'll just catch the light as you're moving. And everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, you have the best cheekbones. And you're like, it's just my highlighter, I swear. So this is the completed look. It's super, super simple, nothing crazy, really just focusing on these lips. But what I love about it is it's just a really classic look, and I believe that it's flattering really for everyone. So if you like this, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.